So, hello everyone, Alex here. Looks like we have some news and updates. First of all, a new artifact is in here. Peacemaker's helmet that can only be applied to tanks. It's very interesting, giving invulnerable for one turn or till the start of the next turn, which technically speaking can be like very short, or like a full turn. And if you upgrade it to level 3, at level 2 it just gives you a little bit extra stats. At level 3, when the person that has invulnerable is hit, it also will add one stack of fragile on the attacker that lasts until the end of battle. Haven't checked this out if this applies for everyone that is attacking or only just the first person that attacks. It's definitely a difference. And at rank 5 it also will apply 3 stacks of slow, but only for one turn. You can have 8 stacks, so 15% less speed. Fragile, you will be doing 10% more physical damage, plus the season of Elite Arena, you will have we'll put one more fragile, I guess. It gives you HP, defense, and block if you max out its tiers. Was saving a few of the elite orbs or whatever. Was saving some random coordinates, some diamonds. Turns out you can only purchase a few per week. Maybe I should have known it next time. Maybe I will be buying some just to have the random coordinates like this one. More of those hoarded up. I pulled it a few times, used many of the elite coordinate locators to barely rank it up to rank 3. Didn't quite get Guy's artifact. I can buy it one more time, but I need it one more time, so I need to wait a week. And I hope I pull it so I don't have to pull another many times. It would be nice to have this upgraded, but it will slowly happen anyway, so I don't think I will rush rank 5. It requires many fragments. Also, I haven't completely maxed out the artifacts, so the purple ones, this I need to pull one more time, and it's very nice upgrade. And I also need this one, the rescan, which is definitely very interesting. So one more reason for me to pull them still, but and many epics of course that could be very nice to have on the max rank. Let's see what else they did. They changed the league. Let's take it by league challenge difficulties 7 and 8. That's very important and will affect very few alliances, probably very few leagues at the moment. So will give you more rewards, has more points. Then it says you need to reach 25 million total league points, so a bit more than a million damage per person on average per league. You have 24 members, so not very even me as a third league. We need to do the math what will happen with the 20% bonus points more multiplier, but I don't think we'll achieve this very soon. There's also discussion if like we will need to have more characters at the specific rank to go in. If you didn't know, I know until difficulty 4 it requires 2 characters, and I'm not sure even if there is a rank. Maybe there is rank 5. At difficulty 6 you need to have 3 cards of a specific tag. For example, here I need to have, let's show it quickly, so I need to have at rank 7 3 back row characters, same as burn. They also change the icon to make it a little bit more clear to understand, so maybe they will add a rank 8. So if you're closer to that, keep that in mind, that the rank, maybe we will need rank 8 to do the next difficulty before starting it. Let's move on. It changed some bugs, not the important ones, because it says here like bug fixes. I wanted to see one that was says Elite Arena now shows the replays with Peacemaker properly, and there was a bug that was counting victories for losses, and the opposite sometimes. I don't see this being fixed, but it changed something very important here. Let's show it in action. So now, okay, so we can move around the characters now to have, for example, the same teams. We can move them around, and the opponent's teams aren't random anymore. So the mirror matches everywhere. Let's keep. And let's stop here to see Peacemaker going to invulnerable if we can. On Constantine or Wonder Woman or whatever. Constantine, throw him in invulnerable. On. Okay, so moving on here, they will remove revive and add dampen instead against the Steppenwolf, one of the 3 weeks. So just as gang members, the members we will probably be requiring 2 frames, the cosmetic, cool. Diamonds have a small discount for pulling for hoping to get a legendary, also that. And change the store, I will also take a look at that. And did we miss anything? Let's go here. So they added the legendary guarantee. Nice, so you don't have to press here to check. Okay, nice little extra. Here the weekly recruitment, they have like if you buy 10 you get 1 pull for free. That's nice. Looks like they changed this a little bit. They like have here mother box, leveling, badges, artifact. I don't think those offers are great, but it's, I guess, easier to find what you're looking for. Okay. Top leagues have an extra frame. Okay. I'm not particularly fond of frames. Frames for Crisis Watch winners. Okay. Feels a bit random who wins. I don't know who the criteria is. Who, if everyone has the same score, who attacked the last, maybe. I don't know. So 2 things to consider. They changed the elite arena a lot. We'll need to see, maybe you were betting on some defenses to randomly win because you got a good matchup, but now some teams might have a specific counter, and might be better to throw in more 3 teams that are more strong against everywhere to the degree that that's possible, rather than betting that maybe you will get a lucky matchup. Okay, need to think about it. Probably just makes everyone to do their 10 attacks, because usually I do 5 per day, because until 5 they give you rewards. But now, since it's a lot easier to win, it's like normal arena where you just select where you attack to some degree or how you attack, and you can manage your team to some degree. And just attacking a lot might be more beneficial now. And Peacemaker's helmet, which I guess you will need on someone that's a tank, that you want them to stay alive for one turn longer. It's important. Tanks are definitely for the block team, but they are very beefy anyways, and you have a healer on them, so I don't know how much you will need that. Might be best, like I'm considering when Max is out, to try that with a Blue Beetle, and maybe have him heal for 35% will be very strong and happen instantly. I don't, and it's a buff that could work with Nightwing, but I like the firm stand here for Nightwing, fits into his kit. Someone like Lex would possibly get revitalized by that. He's kind of squeezy at the start of a match, and after a while he gets some damage reduction. I even removed most of his gear, moved it to other characters to get a better league score of previous week. So he gets some reaction when you do some basic attacks. This will allow him to stay alive possibly for a turn longer, and your allies will have done basics, and then he will be tankier. Okay. Maybe in the debuff team someone like Grodd, but you have a revive, so you could have slowly take more, apply more debuffs, and then they won't hit your back row, and Sinestro will have some breathing room to do damage and kill them, or at least knock back their action bar. Definitely will need to test that. Peacemaker is the obvious first try, just because he's supposedly, but could even consider like throwing it into Bright, which is the main tank, and it will be very annoying spending one turn with invulnerable, having a revive. Then maybe need to throw that on Peacemaker, have Peacemaker use his ultimate more often, or even throw like that on Peacemaker and that on Grodd would be annoying. Definitely interesting. I really like having more artifacts because it's kind of annoying we don't have enough. So interesting things to consider. Don't have the best suggestions now. Just my thoughts. Just seeing the changes.